Indeed. We were saying this is your 11th. Where does this rank against your toughest, Phil Jackson, to win?
Oh, I definitely think this is one of the toughest games we've ever played as a winning game. Plus, being a seventh game, you know, if we always have this illusion to the mud's very deep out there when it gets slugfest like that, or you know, it's like pulling teeth to get a basket or a score. Yeah, our defense played well. We rebounded the ball. We didn't move the ball well. We forced things, but you know, we were able to force our way through that game. I think it was just pure will that got us through that game.
What did you say to Kobe Bryant, who is really struggling?
He's trying too hard. He's trying too hard to get things done, and I thought he was working himself into, you know, fatigue actually in the second period. So we kind of just cautioned him a little bit, and you know, he never found stride until somewhere in that fourth quarter he got a couple open looks and he hit a couple jump shots. He looked like himself.
He has won 5 rings now with you. You won 6 with Michael Jordan, and there is much talk about his place among the pantheon of great players in NBA history. Where would you put Kobe Bryant? Oh,
well, Kobe's right up there. I mean, there's not too many guys that can lay claim to 5 rings as a prime mover of a basketball club. And I know this is a wonderful feeling for him and a great fulfillment of a year.
Well, you called a timeout with your team down 11, sort of an uncharacteristic early timeout there in the second half. What was the message to the team?
Well, we got to get going. There's just no more, you know, trying to trade baskets or trying to do things that weren't working. Made a change, put Lamar in the ball game for Drew. I thought Drew was struggling. They were getting transition things, and that's, you know, really their force of their game was trying to get down early and score. We needed more speed on the floor and a little more mobility. And so Lamar came in and, you know, he helped us out, Lamar did, just by his, you know, ball movement, things he wanted to do, passing the ball was good.
Your first ever Game 7 in a finals, and a memorable one it was. What was it like to coach?
Well, you know, I had an anticipation. You know, you have visions. I had a vision the other night that we were going to win. Okay, you know, it's like, okay, that felt good, but let's get back to the reality. The reality is, I knew Boston would analyze the tape. They'd come back with some defensive things that we had done well against them in Game 6. We were going to have to make adjustments. So I was sitting there looking at our adjustments that we had to make. I would fiddle with some things and try and, you know, just put people in different places to try and get some offense going out there. And we'd score once, then they'd make an adjustment, and we wouldn't score the next 2 times. And so it was just constantly making adjustments to try and find a way to find some rhythm in there. The game was won by you know, really Ron's effort, pure effort out there, Ron Artest, and Powell controlling the ball from the post position for a couple minutes down the stretch, maybe from the 5-minute mark on. He did a really good job of, you know, getting passes, got Ron a 3-point play, and hit Fish for a 3-point shot, got a basket or 2 himself. That's really where we got our little spurt.
You had seen Paul Pierce in the offseason. You had a chance running into him, and you said, why don't you guys come on, get back? That's what happened.
It sure is.
How sweet was it to beat this team in particular?
I don't have that revenge kind of motive. I'm not that kind of person with that. But, you know, the idea that it was these 2 teams carries a lot of weight. You know, I was at Knickerbocker. We played the Celtics in multiple playoffs, so that was a big, you know, rivalry. I was never part of the Lakers before this particular rivalry here in 2008 and 10. This was nice to win. It's nice to win a 7th game. The pressure and the intensity of the game mounts as game goes on. And it was quite a dialogue that went on between these 2 cities and these 2 fans.
You face a big decision here, and you said that within a week you'll decide whether to stay with the Lakers or not. What sort of things will you be considering?
Retirement.
I mean, what will go through your mind, though? How do you balance that? What factors are you weighing?
You know, I have a couple of issues. Medical issues that I want to check out. There's some things that I think are necessary for me to do. I wear a knee brace. You know, I have to make a decision about that and about how far I'm going to go to repair a knee. There's some other issues that I have to keep looking at that are you know, some of them be checked. I told my owner I'd try and check those out and give him an idea as quickly as possible. I'm going to be out of this town by the 27th, in a week from tomorrow, leaving. So in short order, I'm going to have to do a number of things before that happens.
Does that include considering any other jobs? Is it retirement or coach the Lakers, or is it a possibility that you would coach another NBA team?
I have not entertained that as of yet, and I haven't heard anything specifically as of yet. So, I mean, I can't answer that question directly.
With a chance to repeat, and do something very special here and something you have done before, does that make it more difficult to walk away from this job?
Without a doubt. That's a lot of momentum coming into an opportunity to do this a fourth time. I mean, is it possible that it could happen? I think it's grandiose to even mention it and suggest it, but it is a possibility. So that intrigue does weigh.
The chance to three-peat weighing heavily on your mind. Good luck with your decision. We look forward to hearing about your future plans. You haven't had any visions. You had a vision your team was going to win tonight. You haven't had any visions about your future.
No, I haven't.
Okay.
I'll wait
All
on
right.
that.
Okay. Congratulations on your 11th NBA title. Phil Jackson, thank you.